Bruno Fernandes coming in at 50,000 coins today. Let's go through, let's break down his player of the month card to see if it's worth it. And what you guys might be seeing right now in the background is some gameplay. Unfortunately, I was away from my setup, so I was able to do the voiceover, but the gameplay, I wasn't able to capture some player of the month gameplay. So this is going to be his normal gold card gameplay. But you're seeing at the start of the game, he was ripping everyone, okay? He was one of my favorite cams in the game. And what happens now as the power curve goes on, obviously everyone gets better and the cards evolve. But what I did is I was able to kind of get his player of the month done, use him a bit, but I wasn't able to capture too much gameplay. So we're going to go through the stats and everything about it, and more specifically why his player of the month is worth it or why it might not be worth it for you. Let's get right into it. Starting off, 50,000 coins, just under that. As an SBC, he is extremely cheap, basically fodder. And you know, at this stage of the game, with how many free packs we get, this is a card that in my opinion is essentially free. Like, you could just play Division Rivals, just play Ultimate Team, and you'll get enough packs to get enough cards to get through and get this card. So for me, it's just about, is he worth getting? I mean, simply because of how cheap he is, I would say yes. But obviously, that doesn't mean do every single SBC, right? So we're going to go through, let's go through his main pros and kind of compare him to his other evolutions of his card. Because whenever you're going for an untradeable, you always want to look at whether it's worth it, right? Because why would you get an untradeable card when there's a tradable version on the market? And that's the main thing we're going to look at. So let's go through, we're going to compare his cards, and let's start off with this specific card, okay? Starting off with his pros, I did say, again, he is super cheap because he is untradeable, because he's an SBC. He's just so cheap in terms of value for coins. Worst case scenario, even if you're looking at fodder, like an 89 rated card, you're basically getting it for fodder. It's very cheap in my opinion. So super cheap is my main pro. Then we go over to the second one, set pieces. Now this one specifically for its player of the month card. The reason why we went for set pieces there is because he has the dead ball playstyle. So that means he's able to basically take free kicks a lot more efficiently and accurately. His corners are a lot more accurate. So overall, just a phenomenal card, especially for set pieces. And this is where, if you guys love a set piece, right, and you don't really have a set piece taker in your team, this is where this Bruno may be more special than the other Brunos, because this one actually has that playstyle, okay? So that's the biggest thing. Let's go through, let's compare his actual card now with the other ones. But the last pro was his passing. In terms of cons, the only cons that this one has over the other cards, there's no Trivela on this one. So again, if you guys are looking for Trivelas, which is a very broken shot, very important shot, there are no Trivelas with this card compared to the other one, so I would be very cautious with that. And there's no incisive passing, which I'm a big fan of. He does have the other passing play styles, he does have the long ball pass, but I do like incisive passing. I think his normal card has it as well, which is kind of annoying that he doesn't have it. So that is one thing I did look at if I was going to stay away from him, is those two play styles. If you really do like those play styles, he doesn't have the plus version on that on this card, and those are the drawbacks. But overall, really good card, and you get some packs from it as well. Let's go through, see how you can break it down. But yeah, I think overall really good card. I think you guys will love it. Okay, here we are. I actually accidentally ended the recording, so I wanted to do the first part as like a bit of a shorts for YouTube Shorts to go through and kind of give a quick review, and now I wanted to really deep dive into the stats by accidentally press end record. That's on me. So here we have his four main cards. Okay, obviously we have his normal card as well, which I don't really care about right now at this stage of the game. We're going to keep it on there just because why not? But let's go through and compare it. So the biggest thing here, right, is when we look at the prices. Okay, we have a 50,000 coin card, but when I go through, I actually want to see something. How do we get this done? Let's have a look. Will it show us how to get this done? What we need? I'm pretty sure it does. I want to see. Okay, we're going to go to squad builder challenges here. The reason why is because I want to see what you get from this. Okay, there you go. So you get 3 challenges. All right, perfect. So you can see you get a jumbo gold pack, you get a small gold players pack, and you get a small gold players pack. Even if you get a few thousand coins from that, you're going to get, like, you know, let's just say you get 10k back from all 3. This card is essentially 35k. You need an 84 rated squad, an 84 and 85. It is extremely cheap in my opinion. It is extremely cheap. Then we go through. So again, let's go through the big thing for me is the playstyles, right? The one I was comparing it to was probably the grassroots greats. The big thing difference here, as you can see though, he does get a 5-star as well. Right, that is one thing to look at. He does get the 5-star right there. You see, he gets a 5-star weak foot, which I think is really crucial. That is something I would pay extra for. But we go cross, so that is something you lose out with this Bruno. The other Brunos are all 4-star, 4-star. Again, we're going to leave the normal out because that's so much cheaper. We don't need to worry about that. So I would look at these cards and say, right, would I like? I'm a big Bruno fan. First of all, 92 rated. This card's great if you want to spend an extra 100,000 coins. If you look at the play styles, you get Tiki Taka over the dead ball. Now, again, if you guys are a big free kick fan, right? Let's say you love taking free kicks and you really want an incisive Deadball Plus, I would recommend getting that Bruno, because Deadball Plus is a very important set piece for free kicks, and you're seeing it right here. In terms of on a budget, if you guys don't have any of these other players, he might be someone you look at because he has Deadball Plus, okay? So if you're looking for a free kick taker, alone, that could be something that compels you over to Bruno. Then we go over the long ball is on all the cards. So the difference here is you get tiki-taka, you get first touch, or you get dead ball. Now, for me personally, if I'm honest, I really like the first touch one. I actually do. I really like the first touch one. So I actually like that one over the other two. Obviously, this card's still the best one, but it's 140,000 more coins. So we're looking on a budget right now. So the one thing I would say is if like out of just the player of the month and the inform, you get a bit more pace here, you get a bit more shot, a bit more dribbling, a bit more physicality, okay? And a bit more passing. So you get everything a little bit better, but you lose the first touch over the dead ball. I still think this card's overall better, and it's very, very similar price. So it's just one of those ones, to be honest, where if you want to sink your coins into untradeable, I still think it's worth it, though. It really is, in my opinion. But as you go across, biggest thing for me was the playstyles. Now, if we actually look through as well, they have finesse shot here. I can't see finesse shot on this version. Let's see if he has it. Let's go through. So you can see he actually doesn't have finesse shot, which is very, very interesting. So one thing that this card does have over the other ones is the finesse shot, which I really, really like. But you lose a Trivela, which is kind of annoying because I do personally like Trivelas. So again, it kind of comes down to your playstyle. If you guys use your cams a bit further back and you really do use that Trivela, then that's something you might want to consider having. Let's go through and let's compare the playstyles purely, okay? So this is going to be the Grassroots Greats playstyles. This is going to be the Player of the Month playstyles. And this is going to be the Inform playstyles. I think the playstyles is probably the biggest thing we need to compare right now and look through and see if it's actually worth it. So right now you can see, let's just go through the shooting one, okay? So in shooting, you can see this new Bruno that we have, right? The Player of the Month Bruno is the best in terms of shooting, because the other ones, as you can see, they have dead ball normal. They have dead ball normal and that's it. He has dead ball plus and he has finesse shot plus. So I really like the Player of the Month one there. Let's go over to passing, which is probably going to be his most important attribute. And as you can see right now, the Grassroots Great has by far the best passing, because you have incisive and pinged, right? Which is on all three cards. Cool. But then you have long ball plus and tiki-taka plus, right? Well, this one has long ball plus and this one has long ball plus. So you basically get, as the extra play style of this Grassroots Great, you get tiki-taka plus. So if you're quick at passing, if you guys go through, you make quick, fast, annoying passes like that, like really just quick and fast passing, then the Grassroots Greats might be a bit more beneficial for you, okay? So we go through, defending doesn't really matter. None of the cards actually seem to have any defending playstyles. So no comparison there. Then we go to the ball control. This is more about dribbling, okay? Who has more of a dribbling playstyle for them? So you can see you've got flair and first touch, flair and first touch, flair and first touch plus. So what you do here, and again, I do like the first touch, to be honest with you. Now, what I will say is, for me, the first touch plus is better for attackers, a bit more fast players, because a player is known for accurate first touch in difficult situations. For me, it was a bit more efficient, like when I was doing a quick through ball into my striker or a quick pass into my striker for them to be able to control it. But it's still nice as a cam to have that. I do like this. I do value this playstyle. So again, if you guys are looking for maybe more fast attacks, fast passes into Bruno where you want them to control the ball, the first touch does have that. That is only on the inform, okay? So those are the kind of differences there. Then we go over, and I believe the other stats are the same. We've got Relentless and Trivela, Relentless and Relentless. Okay, interesting again. The Trivela is only on the Grassroots Great. So what you're doing is you're getting a bit more money, but you're getting, you're getting tiki-taka, you're getting 5-star weak foot, and you're getting the Trivela extra. So those are kind of the main comparisons. So I would say it's up to you depending on your playstyle. But for me, if this card's worth it, I think it's such fodder, and it really just depends. As a United fan, I got him anyways, so it's just one of those where I have him as a United fan anyways. And to be honest, as an 89 rated, he's going to fit in a lot of evolutions. Can we actually see if he gets any right now? Let's see. I'm actually interested in see. I don't know if we can, because I know this 88 card is super expensive. Like, you can see it's literally extinct because of how many evolutions he gets into. So what I would personally say is, like, I feel like there's going to be an evolution for this 89 card, to be honest with you. That's where I would kind of... Let me see if I can put him in there. Let's see. Let's get that Bruno card going. Is there any evolution for him? So all Evos. We have to see active ones. Okay, cool. So you can see this is one evolution for him, when he becomes a 92 rated card. And he gets a dead ball, long ball plus. Okay, cool. So same card, just a bit more stats. So yeah, for me, honestly, the biggest thing is just play styles. What play style are you guys looking at? With this version specifically, this is the best card in my opinion. The grassroots great. It's got the 5-star weak foot, with the tick attack, I got the Trivella, but you're paying almost 200k. With the player of the month version, it's only about 35k after you get the rewards. And to be honest, you get, again, if you're looking for a set piece specialist, there you go. You just lose a little bit of the Trivella. However, if you're more of a finesse shot taker anyways, this card looks really, really good. So it's up to you guys to kind of go through, compare, and just see what fits your team, what fits your playstyle a bit more. But what I will say is, yes, the playstyle pluses are important, but still, regardless, look, put this guy in an engine, look what you get. You get very solid pace. You get 88 pace, right? 90, you can basically get almost flawless, perfect passing, which is unbelievable. 94 dribbling, 90 shot. But for me personally, I really, really value the Trivella. I really do. I really like that. And that's a little bit annoying. However, I do also like a finesse shot. So as a cam, I kind of like having the finesse shot. So again, that's where it comes down to what you want. Or you guys might also use some of the centre mid. And if that's the case, then you probably won't even worry about the scoring playstyles. You might say, okay, who's got the best passing playstyles, you know? So it really depends on where you're trying to play and stuff like that. Because if you look at passing, again, the grassroots greats, it's just got a little bit more. You've got 2 passing playstyles there. It really, really comes down to your preference, but not a bad card at all. Extremely cheap. I probably wouldn't, if it was like more than like 80k, I would stay away from him, but he is insanely cheap, to be honest with you. I thought they might add in another 86 rated squad. So yeah, it's a very, very cheap card. I would definitely do it just because of how cheap he is, and I think his overall great value. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and tomorrow I got you guys with another review. We're going to be doing Lewandowski's Champions League card. Catch you guys then. Boost.